welcome to Stitches of a Dreamer. I hope my mic is okay in this position because I struggle with this thing all the time. And Castiel is obsessed with my fluff right now. Can you stop? I can't keep this microphone on. Okay, there we go. Do that again. Hi everyone, welcome to Stitches of a Dreamer. Castiel is here, obviously, too. It is really early in the morning for me to be filming. It's not even 9 o'clock yet, but I have to get some filming done and I have other things to do today after lunch, I guess. I have an appointment for my eyes and everything. So today is just going to be a quick little time lapse and a yarn review type area. I have changed the angle of my camera and tried something different, and I feel like it's shifted and I can't seem to get it straight, so I apologize for that. The review that we're doing isn't a pattern review, it's actually a yarn review. So Loops and Thread released this type of yarn. It's called Posh Purl. Here is the label for you guys. You can get that at Michael's. They released this, I want to say about a year ago, maybe longer than that. I just didn't notice it until about a year ago, and finally I've decided to go ahead and there's my hair in it, of course. So yeah, I've decided to go ahead and purchase it. I'm going to do a quick little pattern. These guys here, actually, I'm going to do a little pattern because he's really quick to make up. And then I'm going to see, kind of let you guys know my thoughts on this pattern. Not pattern, yarn. So yeah, I'm going to get that going. I'll give you guys my first thoughts and everything, but this is kind of what I wanted to do for today. So I don't think I did. Anyway, so first thoughts on this yarn is it kind of feels like a Bernat yarn, almost like a Bernat blanket yarn. They do have a thicker version as well, but I didn't really want the thicker version. So it's pretty skinny. I actually think it's smaller than Sweet Snuggles, Sweet Snuggles Light. If I have one here, that's not Sweet Snuggles. This is Sweet Snuggles. So you can see, I think it is a touch thinner. You put them together. Where's my camera? Like that, yeah. It's like a little tiny bit thinner. Which is why I wanted to do a pattern that I already had some done up, because I'm working on my market prep right now and I'm gonna need to make a couple more of those guys. What I'm hoping with this type of yarn is it doesn't shed like Sweet Snuggles Light does, because if you don't know, Sweet Snuggles Light has gone downhill and it's really annoying. So I'm gonna try it, but I think it might be too small for my $5 patterns, to be honest with you, which is also why I put an order into Hobby. I'm trying out their yarn as well, so I'll have another review coming up when that order comes in. Should be sometime this week or next week. So, but yeah, so that's kind of my first thoughts. I don't think it's gonna have that shedding problem that Sweet Snuggles has, which is kind of why I like it. I kind of hope that they release more colors, but they do have a lot of bright colors. So they got like a hot pink, a nice green. This is a really nice blue. I believe they have an orange and a yellow. But yeah, I just want to see how it makes up and what size it turns into. I am going to be using a 5 hook because that's what I use for Sweet Snuggle Bite. And yeah, if they release more colors of it, it might be my new medium-sized plushy yarn that I like. I just hope they have more colors, because as much as I like Hobby, I hate having to wait for although I just spent $300 on the every single color in the toucan yarn. Castiel is being a bit of the pain in the butt today. Yeah, so, but that's kind of my first thoughts. I'm going to go ahead and start the pattern, do a quick little time lapse of that, because that guy only really takes me about 15-20 minutes, and then I will come back and let you know what I think about it. There. Can you not stand there? Hey. I don't know what she's doing right now. Decide what you're doing. Yeah, I know. But, okay. I'm going to put it on my spool. I think that's what this is called. I actually have no idea, to be honest with you. I've got my pattern. So this pattern is from the pattern designer All from Jade. She has really, really nice. Oh, it's unwinding on me. Step out. She has really nice, quite a few free patterns that work up in like 15-20 minutes. If I was faster, it'd probably be 10 minutes, but I'm a bit of a slower crocheter. I don't know why I unraveled so much. I got a new yarn winder. It doesn't wind it very nicely, so okay, I'm gonna get going. First, up the angle there because I realized halfway through you can see Castiel, and she's like the best part of my videos. um, I'm going to be trying different angles with my camera. I might be do one sitting at a desk. I might just keep how it was last time, but you guys please let me know what angle you prefer. This is just my comfiest place to sit. Eventually I will have my own setup going on. I hope this is still on. It is. Okay. Okay, so all in all, he turned out about the same size. I think he's like maybe a touch smaller. So that's Sweet Snuggles. This is the new Posh Purl. So yeah, he did turn out a touch smaller, I think. I don't know why I always think the camera's over there. It's over here. So yeah, I don't know how I really like the texture of it. It's like you can see Sweet Snuggles. Ooh, did I ever indent that? It's kind of like a nice, smooth, soft texture. This one, it's kind of hard to see on the camera, isn't it? This one, it's like I said, it's more like a brunette. Feels more like a blanket texture. So I don't quite know if I'm going to be using this for plushies. I think it would make like a really nice temperature blanket. I think it would be a very large temperature blanket, but I think it would work out really nicely. You could definitely use a smaller hook. Like I could easily use a 4 hook with this stuff. The 5 was nice. It created nice little stitches. It's hard, my camera won't focus on it, but there's no holes, there's no gaps, so 5 is fine. Still eats the yarn. The biggest thing that I liked was the magic circle. With Sweet Snuggles Light, it's kind of difficult to do a magic circle because of how often it snags. Especially this is a magic, I call it magic circle, it's a magic ring, by the way. But this is a magic ring of 8, so you can do the chain 2 method instead if you want, but me personally, I don't use the chain 2 method if it's any more than 6 because I just find it gets a little tight and I don't really like the way it looks. So I will post, I'm going to be posting a tutorial soon on my Sleepy Unicorn pattern, and I will be talking about the magic ring a little bit more. But this, it was really nice. I did a full magic ring of 8 and it didn't snag. It closed really, really nicely, nice and smooth. The kind of magic ring you kind of dream about when you're using Sweet Snuggles but can never get it to work. I have a few tricks to get it to work, which I will go over in a tutorial eventually. But yeah, so that is that new Posh Purl yarn. Like I said, I don't quite know if I'm going to be using it because, yeah, he is a little bit smaller. Don't overly like the texture. I don't overly like the feel for plushies. Other than that, it is a really nice yarn. So if they had more colors, I would easily do a temperature blanket in this, or even just any sort of blanket would be nice. Maybe that's what I'll do with it, because I don't think I'm going to use it for plushies, unfortunately. So, but yeah, it is a nice yarn. I just personally am not going to use it for plushies. So I just don't overly like the texture of it for my plushies. It just has a weird, not as soft feeling as the Sweet Snuggles and the yarn from Hobby. The yarn from Hobby I got is called Toucan. I got every single color they had. So I think I got like 32 skeins. It was very expensive. But I'm just on kind of the hunt for a different type of yarn because Sweet Snuggles is just, it's not good anymore. And I don't overly like Sweet Snuggles colors either. They don't have a very large selection, as like Hobby has a very, like, there's 32 different colors in Hobby. In the Toucan, they have even more Baby Snuggles, or the Honey Bunny that they released a year or so ago. So I'm just gonna kind of try different types of yarns and eventually stock up on ones that I have to ship to me. I just heard a sound. I wasn't sure what it was, but it's the laundry. So yeah, that's kind of my kind of thoughts on the Posh Purl from Michael's Loops and Threads. So yeah, I mean, he's very cute. Worked up nicely. Nice. No shedding, which is a big deal when you're working in plushies and with Chanel. So, but yeah, I'm just not a big fan of the texture. So yeah, let me know if you guys enjoyed this type of video with a review, knowing my opinions on different types of yarn and stuff. Please let me know. And also like and subscribe to my channel. That'd be really appreciated. And let me know in the comments what is your favorite type of yarn and where you guys get it from. I know there is Parfait that you can get off of Amazon, but unfortunately to get that here in Canada, it's very expensive at the moment. Don't be eating my stuff. So I do have a little bit, like I said, I think this is Parfait. I think I got it before all the stuff that has been going on between the States and Canada. That wasn't too expensive to get, but now it's ridiculously expensive for that type of yarn. So, but yeah, let me know what your favorite type of yarn is down in the comments, and I will. Me and Castiel, we'll see you next time. Do you want to say goodbye? Bye. She's not too happy with me right now.